evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and your esteemed guests present here.
Good evening.
Good evening. Not 1, not 10, not 20, but we have had 50 seasons of Mecon Communication Club. I welcome you all to the 1220th episode and 51st season premiere show. We binge watched 5 seasons and we are already bored. But we have had 50 seasons here, which was not boring, which was as beautiful as the first one. We can say the 50th season went viral because there were more than 15 members who were inducted. To understanding what the future is, to knowing life is a roller coaster and at the same time a boomerang, to learning how to form information and how to be a committed Toastmaster, to breaking stereotypes and understanding to invest in ourselves, we have seized the moment and also accepted we are like this only. Our journey so far has been filled with a lot of lessons, and lastly, I just want to say 2 words to all of you. Thank you for being here today. There are a few ground rules that we would have set before watching any series, that is, I'll just watch 2 episodes today, which will not happen. But in Toastmaster International, there are a few ground rules that we follow. The basic one is to keep our phones in silent mode or switch off mode, and I will be giving 5 seconds to do so. The second one is not to talk about sex, religion or politics so that we don't hurt anyone's feelings. The third one is to enter or exit the room only during applause so that we don't disturb the speaker behind the lectern. I request the speakers coming behind the lectern to stick to their time limit that has been specified, and the timer is here. We have witnessed so many Indian cricket matches which was won only because the captain was cool and calm. In Mecon, there was this one person because of whom the 50th season was a hit only because he was calm. Any situation, any problem at any point of time, he's always been there and he's always told, it's okay, you've done your best. He's this go-to person. You can ask him any question about Toastmasters, relationships. It can be career, it can be life, and he's always there for you, and I have witnessed it. He has been the past Associate Secretary, VPPR, VPM and VPE. He is a BCom graduate who was working in PwC and he's currently preparing for his MBA entrance exam. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Gaurav with a huge round of applause.
Well, today morning I was just making up my mind that I won't get emotional. I started meditating, saying that I should not get emotional. But after listening to this wonderful introduction, I can't control myself. Well, thank you, Toastmasters Sharanye, for a wonderful introduction for the one last time. A very good evening to all the Toastmasters, esteemed guests, and dignitaries present today. I extend a warm welcome to everyone present here, and welcome to the special meeting of Mecon Communication Club. That is the installation ceremony for the term July to December 2023, where the incoming officers will be installed today. For the one last time, I open the meeting number 1220. We have few dignitaries and few guests amongst us, and I like to acknowledge and recognize their presence with a small token of appreciation. First up, we have from the management of Mecon Limited, we have Mr. Ranjeet Kumar, the Chief General Manager and Office in Charge. I request Pavni to hand over the floor. Now I would like to acknowledge the presence of District 121 officers. First up, we have our own member, the Public Relations Manager, Distinguished Toastmaster Rudaka. Next, we have our area director of Area B4, Toastmaster Vijay Prabharaka. Next, we have our club mentor, Distinguished Toastmaster Ramlal. Thank you, Toastmaster family. So, today is the 51st installation ceremony of Mecon Communication Club, and I can say we have come a very long way. I still can't believe that 6 months flight so fast that I still remember giving the incoming speech 6 months back in the same spot. Coming to the presidency term, it's been a wonderful journey. I had the best executive committee members who executed their duties to their best and ensured that we won several awards and achievements as a club. And even, of course, without the help of our mentors and our senior Toastmasters, I wouldn't have been able to be the president and wouldn't have had a successful presidential term. Personally, I have learned a lot being the president of Mecon Communication Club. It wasn't easy for me to come week after week preparing speeches and address the audience week after week. It was something which was out of my comfort zone. But it was truly privileged to be the president of Mecon Communication Club, which has a rich legacy of 24 years. Now let me take you guys down the lane of this 6 months and let's see what all we have achieved and what are the awards that we have won as a club. Firstly, we at Mecon have a tradition of scoring 10 DCP points, and this time we have made no exception. We have scored perfect 10 DCP points, and we have recognized as the Presidency Distinguished Club for the term. We have won Super 7 award, and coming to the district annual conference that happened in the month of May, we have won Hall of Fame bronze, where we had strived for 1 full year, getting those points, getting those criteria met, and it was uphill of a task, but still we somehow made it to Hall of Fame bronze. Next, we have won Spirit of 121, and coming to the membership, we have won 2 awards, Renewal Rockstar for having more than 60% of renewal, and this term we have had around 83% of renewal. And coming to the membership Bonanza bronze, and thanks to Toastmaster Ujjwal, this term he has added around 12 new members. So good job on that. And this term was the contest season, and we had our own club international speech contest and evaluation contest, and our own club member Toastmaster Balaji AS had represented our club and Division C in district conference, in district finals, and has won 2nd place in both the events, that international speech contest and evaluation contest, which we Meconians will always be proud of. And coming to the social media, all thanks to Toastmaster Sai Snail and Toastmaster Shivaprasad, we had a tremendous growth in our social media platform. In Instagram page, we have around 44% of growth this term, and we have around 990 followers. 10 more followers we could have with 1,000. And our YouTube page has around 19,700 views, with watch time coming around 1,400 hours. With both the efforts of Shivaprasad and Toastmaster Sai Snail, we have won the best social media presence award in district conference. They truly deserve that. And we have had an educational session from our own member, Distinguished Toastmaster Nagaraj Rao, with the title Breathe Life Within Your Speech, which was regarding voice modulation. Then on 7th of April 2023, few Mecon members helped in conducting first ever demo meeting in Pyrian Services Private Limited. And on 5th of June 2023, Pyrian Toastmasters Club was successfully chartered, with our members Distinguished Toastmaster Rudanka and Toastmasters Sindhushree being the club sponsors, and Mecon Communication Club being the one of the club sponsors for 5 Toastmasters. Well, we have achieved all this. Of course, I couldn't have done it alone. And thanks to all the members for all the efforts that you are putting. And a special thanks to my executive committee members to giving their best. And to recognize them and appreciate them for the same, I'd like to say a few words about them, and with a huge round of applause, please appreciate them. First is the Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Sharanye and Associate Toastmaster Lakshmi. This term I had 2 sergeants, and I'm proud to say I had the best sergeants that I could have ever asked for. Toastmaster Sharanye is one of the dedicated Toastmasters that I have ever seen. Any work to be done, just one call, she was always there to help me out, and she always had my back. Arranging snacks, getting all the certificates printed, writing the names on the certificate. Let it be any task, she has done it without fail. She is such a dedicated Toastmaster. Like whenever she used to talk behind the lectern, I used to always find it difficult to keep up that energy when she introduces me. Every meeting, day after day, week after week, she used to introduce me. I used to always feel that doesn't she get bored introducing the same person week after week? Because listening to the same introduction, I used to feel I'm a very boring person. But she used to ensure that I feel it special whenever she used to introduce me. Toastmaster Sharanye is such dedicated Toastmaster. She has not just been a sergeant to our club, as there were many contests happening in area level and division level. She took up the in charge of getting certificates printed over there as well. And I could say, whenever I used to call her to any contest, she used to say, please ensure I get a role so that I get motivated to come and witness the contest. So I had to ensure that she used to get a role, and then she used to come to the contest and enjoy it. Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanye, for all the work you have done, and all the best for the next time. Next, Toastmaster Lakshmi. When Toastmaster Lakshmi speaks behind the lectern, I've always been mesmerized by the way she speaks. The words she uses when she speaks, or the grammar she uses, and she ensures to use the word of the week every time she comes behind the lectern. And that is a true skill that I have to learn in the future from her. Thank you, ma'am, for all the work you have done as the associate, and thank you for being the support system for Toastmaster Sharanye. There have been times that Toastmaster Ceremonies was not available for a few months due to her studies, and Toastmaster Lakshmi stepped up and took all the necessary things that should be taken care of. So thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi, for all the work. Coming to the treasurer, Toastmaster Sandeep, and the associate Toastmaster Sai Sneha. Toastmaster Sandeep, what do I say? He has been the everlasting treasurer of our club for more than 10 years. All I can say is he's the best treasurer we could have ever asked for, and I hope to see him as a treasurer for a few more years. Many of the members might have not seen him in the meetings, but he plays a very important role taking care of the back end, all these membership renewals and all that. So thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep, for all the work you have done, not for this term, but for all the terms you have been doing for Mecon Communication Club. Toastmaster Sai Sneha was appointed. Toastmaster Sai Sneha was appointed as the associate treasurer this term to be a support system for Toastmaster Sandeep. Well, as for all the members, he is my go-to person. And thanks to all the support and always being that support pillar for me, not just in the presidency term, from the time I've been a Toastmaster. Well, if I have to say something about Sai Sneha, he's not just a club member for me. He's more of a best friend. He's more like a brother. If I have to say in a more Gen Z way, I can say that he's a brother from another mother. Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Sneha, for all the help, not just as a treasurer, but for all the work, all the constant support. And whenever I've tortured you from all the calls and asking doubts, thank you for always being there. Coming to the secretary, Toastmaster Pavni. She is such a dedicated member. She has never missed one meeting this time. And in fact, I remember a few weeks back, she just came to the meeting just to read MOM. And after reading the MOM, she left the meeting. I asked what happened. She's like, I just came to read the MOM, I have to go out somewhere. I mean, if you could have told me, I would have asked someone else to read, but like, I don't want to break that streak. I'm like, thank you, Toastmaster Pavni, for all the work, and I can see that you're following the footsteps of Shiva, sending week after week on Tuesday, 7 a.m. the MOM. So thank you for all the work as the secretary. Please do keep up this good work and all the best for the next term. Coming to the Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Shiva. When I look at Shiva work, I remember myself because he's a very practical person, and tell him any work, he'll get it done way within the deadline. And what I remember Shiva is, if he's a very individual person, he doesn't like to ask many doubts, he likes to do his own research and learn on his own. But if he asks any doubt and if you guide him, he'll ensure that he never gets back with the same doubt again. That's what I appreciate him for the most. And as I told, we have won the Social Media Presence Award. And I can say he has taken our Instagram page and all the other social medias to a next level, creating those creative posters and week after week uploading all the things that's happening in the club. And he started this new trend of uploading reels, which attracted a lot of audience and increased our followers as well. So Toastmaster Shiva, thank you for being the best VPPR I could ever ask for, and all the best for the next term. Coming to Toastmaster Ujjwal, the VPM. Starting 2-3 months, he had a little bit of hiccup. So he added like 3-4 members in 3 months, and I was a little worried, where is the membership going this term? And I don't blame him, of course. There were so many guests who said they are interested, but they never got back to us. And even he tried his best communicating with them. They didn't approach the way we wanted. But still, after 3 months, he picked it up and added 12 new members in this term, which from 4 to 12, it's a very great number, I would say. So thank you, Toastmaster Ujjwal, for all the work, and all the best for the next time. Coming to the Vice President of Education, Toastmasters, Sanjana. She's been like a right hand to me. VP is not a very small role, it's a very complicated role, I would say, because it's like being the backbone of the club. She has been very tolerant whenever I've given her a call and tell her do this work. Thank you for being patient for 6 months, and thank you for tolerating all that calls that I had given. And in fact, you've not seen her in many of the meetings because she got into a new company and her timings are very odd. But still, she took up that work and she ensured that she did what her duties are and ensured to send agenda week after week on every Sunday. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjana, for all the work, and thank you for being the best VP, and all the best. Last but not least, the immediate past president, Toastmaster Dalana. She's not present here today, but I like to thank her for whenever I had a doubt, she always clarified, and she has always been like a support system to me as well. And thank you for conducting this nomination and giving the best team for the next term. So thank you, and all the best to Dalana ma'am as well. I'd like to specially mention distinguished Toastmaster K Prabharaka and distinguished Toastmaster U Bhat. Thank you for being like that pillar of support, not just to me but for the entire club. Thank you for always being there and guiding me in the right direction. Thank you for all that weekly call that you used to give me and tell me what is to be done correct and what is not to be done. Without you both, I wouldn't have been standing in this position and wouldn't have had a successful presidential term. Thank you for both of you. And I'd like to mention distinguished Toastmaster Rudanka as well. He was our division director, and as I told you, we have many awards in Toastmasters, and sometimes it's little difficult to keep up the track of where we stand in specific awards. He was there to support us and guide us through, like, this deadline is approaching, so please do work on that. You have won this award, your current position is so and so. Thank you for all the support you have done as the division director, and thank you for all the work. Thank you, Toastmaster. Well, I have been a part of executive committee for 2.5 years. As the sergeant told, I started off my journey as the associate secretary, then the VPPR, VPM, VP, and the president. Well, it's been a fantastic journey. If I say this 2.5 years, I'll carry the rest of my life. I'll always cherish it. I'll ensure that whatever I've learned, being as any role that I've taken, I'll carry that learning in my future as well. Well, if I have to say, to lighten up the mood, I just like to say one small funny encounter that I had when I was the BPM for the term Jan to June 2022. So it was the renewal cycle, and it was in the month of March. I posted an official message in the group saying the deadline is 25th of March, so please do your membership renewal and please keep me informed and the treasurer as well. On 23rd of March, whoever had not renewed still, I started personally messaging them saying that this is a constant reminder that there's only 2 days left, so please do renew at the earliest. There's that one member, I would not name her, but she's not a member of our club anymore. She didn't reply to me on 23rd. Again, I constantly reminded on 24th. She replied saying, I already paid the amount. I'm like, okay, let me just get back to you. I contacted Sandeep. He told I have not received any transaction from her. So I again messaged her saying, can you please send me the transaction ID so that we can track it down. Then she told, I paid it last 6 months before I paid, and I was informed that the next 6 months is going to be free for me. I'm like, when did Toastmasters get this offer that I'm not aware of? Then I called Sai all of a sudden. I'm like, have you ever heard of this offer? He's like, no, even I'm not aware of it. Then I messaged her saying, who informed you regarding this offer? Can you please confirm me? She told 6 months back I got Act Internet, and the engineer told me that if I pay for 6 months, the next 6 months is going to be free. I told ma'am, I'm not your internet guy. I'm the Gaurav from Mecon Communication Club, your vice president of membership. Here to contact you regarding your Toastmasters membership, not your internet bill. 20 minutes, I was laughing and rolling on the floor. There was a 20 minutes of awkward silence. And she didn't know how to react to it. I said, ma'am, it's okay, misunderstandings happen. It's not your mistake as well. So there is one takeaway. Please, all the club members, please save the contact numbers of all the club members in the group. If not all the club members, please at least save the contact numbers of the upcoming executive committee, because they'll be the ones who will be personally contacting you for any such incidents. Well, keeping the jokes apart, it's been a wonderful journey being the president of Mecon Communication Club, and I'm definitely going to miss working in the executive committee and all those back-to-back calls that used to have, clearing all the doubts, asking all the doubts, ensuring the deadline is met, all the criteria are met. I'm truly going to miss being the president of Mecon Communication Club. But on the other note, I'm very excited to be back next term as a normal member behind the lectern, giving more speeches and taking more roles and continuing with my educational journey as well. Well, I hope I have served you well, all the club members and the executive members, leading as the president of Mecon Communication Club. I hope I have made some difference in your life by giving all the speeches week after week and leading you. I wish the incoming executive committee members all the best for the next term. We'll be having a clean slate. All the criteria will be starting from scratch. So all the best to all the club members and the executive committee members. I'll always be here from next week. So any doubts, anything you want, I'll always be there. You can always contact me. For the last time, I close my presidential address as the Mecon Communication President. And with this, I'd like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies to take this meeting forward. She's a Bachelor of Engineering and MBA graduate. She is currently working as Associate Product Manager at Kalagato. She is a past Area A2 Director of District 121, past PR Encore Chair of District 121. She is also a Chartered President of BMS MBA Trua Toastmasters Club. Well, majority of you would have guessed who I'm talking about. And I'm sure everyone knows what all she has accomplished being a Toastmaster and in District 121. But let me tell you one thing that majority of you don't know. If you need a travel partner or a travel buddy, you can always contact her. Let it be a 100-kilometer drive or a 500-kilometer drive. She'll never get you bored. And if you want to have a best playlist of songs when you're traveling, please do contact her. If you're a fan of 90s Kannada song, you should always listen to her playlist. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmasters Sindhushree.
Thank you so much, as Toastmaster Gaurav. I never knew you appreciated my playlist. Now that I know, maybe I should share a lot of more songs with you. And probably will regret that you share that particular information with me. But thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction. Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you. Welcome to the season 51, where new episodes of inspiration and achievement unfold every Monday at 6:15 p.m. Streaming exclusively on Mecon Communication Club Toastmasters. This season symbolizes the continuous growth and progress of each individual within our club. Just like a television series that captivates us with its plot, twist, and character development, Toastmasters at Mecon Communication Club embarks on a journey of personal and professional development. We wholeheartedly embrace the opportunity to work diligently towards our goals, ultimately achieving the remarkable feats. As we enter this new season, we witness a transition of Mecon throughout the years, a journey that commenced on 27th of August 1998 and reached new heights by becoming chartered on 1st May 1999. We proudly hold the distinction of being the first and only corporate club in 1999, which later evolved into the exclusive corporate and community club that we are today. In 2002, we expanded our horizons, opening our doors to the surrounding areas, thus broadening our reach and impact. Along this remarkable journey, we welcomed notable individuals, including Nagaraja Rao, the first non-Mecon member to join our ranks, who later became an international director, showcasing the transformative power of Toastmasters. The Mecon Communication Club has been breeding ground for champions, with several district champions emerging from a talented pool of members. In 2015, one of our esteemed representatives had the honor of representing Mecon in Las Vegas, demonstrating the caliber and excellence that we strive for. Celebrating milestones and breaking barriers, we take pride in welcoming the first lady member of Mecon, that was Dr. Vijay, who brought her unique perspective and contributions to our club. Along the way, we have witnessed the leadership of remarkable individuals like DTM U Bhat sir, who was our second president of the Mecon, and DTM K Prabharaka sir, who was our third president, who continues to inspire us and guide us towards the greatness. Since our inception, we have consistently maintained a distinguished status, reflecting our unwavering commitment to excellence, growth, and pursuit of communication and leadership mastery. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on season 51, let us be inspired by the remarkable journey of Mecon Communication Club Toastmasters. Together, we will create this season filled with achievements, personal growth, and unforgettable memories. So, to proceed forward with the meeting today, I have the privilege of introducing an exceptional individual who is among us, who's with us today, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar, who is the Chief General Manager and in charge in Mecon Communication Limited in Bangalore. With an impressive educational background and illustrious career spanning over 3 decades, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar stands as a beacon of excellence and expertise in the field of mechanical engineering. His expertise lies in detailed engineering and consultancy services, particularly in the establishment of steel rolling mills across the globe. His contributions to the industry are truly commendable. Mr. Ranjeet Kumar has been involved in notable projects, including the forged wheel plant in Bareilly for Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, the third cold rolling mill complex of Bokaro Steel Plant in Bokaro Steel Authority of India Limited, and the hot strip mill of Bhushan Steel Limited in Odisha, and construction and commissioning of second launch pad of ISRO at Sriharikota. His invaluable contributions in these endeavors have been pivotal in shaping the success and growth of these particular ventures. We are honored to have you today, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar, a visionary leader, our General Manager of Mecon and our General Manager and in charge of Mecon Limited, Bangalore. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ranjeet Kumar with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for the introduction. Basically, I forgot that I have done something technical also. These days, it is only Sandeep and all, they're all behind me for various approval, this, that, and financials, administrative, all these things. So basically, I forgot the technicality of my life. But thanks a lot for reminding me. I would like to tell you that out of my this 35 years of professional life in Mecon, after I graduated as mechanical engineer from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi, and I joined Mecon. So these 35 years have been of immense value for me as an individual, as a human being, and as a citizen of India. And today I am finding here that almost whatever was destined to me, I have achieved in my life, and there is no regret. However, things have to move on. Still I have few years to serve. So with the whatever I have achieved in my life, with that background, I will continue my responsibilities and duties to this organization, who has been the inspiration and everything for all Meconian. I think Bhattasav and all of the people who have been associated with Mecon might be thinking like that. Now, as in charge of Mecon Bangalore, I welcome you all in your premise, in your conference hall. Basically, I don't have much time today because you must be very happy that these days, under this leadership of our Prime Minister Modi, the ministries are working till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So this is really amazing. And almost every day, I'm getting it a tough time in responding to their queries till 8 o'clock, 8:30, might be 9 o'clock also. So today also such a situation is there. People are waiting. So I take your leave. All the very best. And I can tell you one thing, that now this hall I'm modifying for you people, keeping in mind. So all the chairs are getting changed. This conference table is also getting renovated. This total outlook we are trying to change. Might be it is taking something maybe 2 months time, but we are working on that, and very soon you will be having a renovated conference hall with the new team what you are going to install today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wait.
One minute, sir. So before you take our leave, I will request our Toastmaster Gaurav to hand over a small token of appreciation on our behalf.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
So let's proceed forward with the meeting, and with the hopes of having a new room and chairs, some good chairs for us waiting in the future. So to proceed forward in the grand production of the season 51, just as every season introduces its main characters to carry the story forward, we stand on the cusp of momentous occasion. It is with great anticipation and excitement that we now invite the director of this particular season to take the stage and install the remarkable individuals who will shape and propel this season's narrative. The installation ceremony in Toastmasters holds a special place within the organization's culture and traditions. It serves as a meaningful event that symbolizes the transition of leadership, recognizes the outgoing officers, and inspires the incoming officers to fulfill their roles and responsibilities. Through the installation ceremony, Toastmasters Club celebrates their members' achievements, upholds their values, and set the stage for successful term ahead. Today, we have the privilege of coming together to celebrate a significant milestone in our Toastmasters journey, the installation of our new executive committee members. Please allow me to introduce you to the extraordinary Toastmaster and the area director of B4, Toastmaster Vijay who will be our installation officer for the evening. 1 minute, sir. He's an ERP consultant at Atna Technologies, India Private Limited. He's a fervent book lover, finding solace and inspiration within the pages of countless literary works. Behind every area director, there's a strong support system. He is a loving husband, a caring father to his son, and a devoted son to his mother. It is with great pleasure that I would like to welcome Toastmaster Vijay Prabhudevan on a stage and install our executive committee members.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sindhushree. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It gives immense pleasure and great privilege to standing in front of August gathering in the oldest club in the country. We have gathered here today for the installation ceremony of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club for the term July to December 2023. It is time for change of guard in the club. It is my honor to serve as an installation officer and install the incoming club officers for the term July 1, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. Before I start the installation procedure, may I request the outgoing club officers to rise wherever they are seated, from the president to Sergeant at Arms. Thank you. Dear officers, you have had a successful term and you should be extremely proud for serving the members of the club magnificently in your respective offices. On behalf of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club District 121 and Toastmasters International, I appreciate you for your hard and successful work this term. Like, Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club is one of the oldest club in the country and running its 25th year. Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club has scored perfect 10 in DCP and have been recognized President Distinguished Club. Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club has come first place in Social Media Presence Award in the district conference. Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club member Toastmaster Balaji AS has won second place in both International Speech Contest and Evaluation Contest in District 121 finals. I hereby discharge you from all further duties and responsibilities of your respective office. Please give the outgoing officers a round of applause for the wonderful service they have rendered to this. You may take your seat. As I call the incoming officers, I request the elected officer to walk up the stage and stand next to me one by one, starting from Sergeant at Arms to the President. I also request the audience to please withhold applause till the installation ceremony is concluded. I call Sergeant at Arms. She is a technology professional. She designs and develops software systems. She is an electronics engineer and has MS in computer science with over 15 years of experience in the software industry. Currently working as a freelance assignment, she enjoys reading, listening music and looks forward to Toastmasters Monday at Mecon. I call Toastmaster Lakshmi Chandrasekhar. Now Associate Sergeant at Arms. She is a graduate in biomedical engineering, a happy homemaker. She loves read books and painting. She likes to travel and make new friends. Her dream is to become entrepreneur in the field of medical equipments. I call Toastmaster Mamta B. Now calling club treasurer. He has completed B.Tech in metallurgical and material engineering from National Institute of Technology, Rourkela in 2008. Since then, he has been working in Mecon Limited, Bangalore, which is a public sector unit under Ministry of Steel, Government of India. He joined Mecon Communication Club in 2011. He was the president for the term January to July 2013. Let me call Sandeep Kumar. I call Associate Treasurer. He is a Sai Snehal Reddy and he is from Bangalore. An MCom graduate and currently pursuing CA, a Toastmaster for the last 3 years and the past president of Mecon Communication Club, have conducted speechcraft in Samastha Finance and a club coach of BMS Legend Toastmaster Club, conducted a webinar for the district on how to conduct a hybrid meetings in the pandemic period. Past roles: Associate Sajanata, VPPR, VPM, VPE and President. Let me call Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. Club Secretary. He is a BCom graduate, now pursuing MBA from Christ University. He is passionate about the subject Sanskrit and he is taking professional exams also. His interests are baking, sketching and singing. Let me call Shivaprasad. Club Vice President, Public Relation. Pavani CR. She is a BCom graduate, passionate in Mandela artist, music and dance is her go-to therapy. Dream is destination in Australia. Let me call Pavani CR. Let me introduce Club Vice President membership. He is MCom graduate from Jain University, currently pursuing USCPA. As inquisitive person, he would describe himself as a passionate quizzer who enjoys playing table tennis, cricket and badminton. He is also a gaming enthusiast who loves reading crime and thriller novels. Decided to walk out of comfort zone, walked into Toastmaster. Let me call Shivaprasad Sarma. Club Vice President Education. He is BCom graduate from Transcend Group of Institutions. Currently pursuing MBA in Christ University. His hobbies are playing cricket, chess, badminton. He is a Western dancer. He had represented his school for chess competition. He has also completed NLP foundation training and also completed yoga instructor course. Let me call Club Vice President Education, Ujjwal P. Let me introduce Club President. Hosted over 700 events, worked as sales manager in Zomato and sales head in Swiggy. Trained over 10,000 students with respect to personality development, touched over 15 institutions, speaking about women empowerment and the importance of women population in India. Judged over 60 events in the top universities of the state. Principal at Achieve School of Education. Runner-up at District 121 in evaluation and speech contest. Two-time president at CMS during college time. Let me invite Toastmaster Balaji AS. Toastmasters. I'm here to install the officers of the Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. As a team, their collective challenge is to make the club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity and passionately lead to help many individuals. As they work toward Toastmaster International Club mission, each officer is obligated to attend club executive committee meetings, attend district sponsored club officer training program, prepare a successor for his or her respective office. As I briefly describe the challenges she or he would meet and the responsibilities he or she must fulfill, I request each officer to step forward, hold this gavel as a symbol of leadership and take the oath by saying I will. I call Sergeant at Arms first, Sergeant at Arms Lakshmi Chandrasekhar and Associate Sergeant at Arms Mamta. Please hold the gavel and step forward. As Sergeant at Arms, your responsibilities include arrange the meeting room, maintain a club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, set up the room before the meeting begins, make sure that all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed, attend to special equipment needs, greet guests, help the president to make sure the meeting begins on time. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Please respond, I will.
I will.
Thank you. You may pass the gavel to the next officer, Club Treasurer. Toastmaster Sandeep Kumar Baliar Singh and Associate Treasurer, Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. Please hold the gavel and step forward. As a treasurer, your responsibilities include keep financial records and prepare the club budget, announce when it's time for members to pay dues, explain the due structure to members, collect dues, work with the secretary to ensure that the club submits dues on time to Toastmaster International World Headquarters. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Please respond, I will.
I will.
Thank you. Pass the gavel to the next officer, nothing but secretary. Please hold the gavel and step forward. As the club secretary, your responsibilities include maintain an accurate membership roster, work with the treasurer to ensure the new member application and the dues get to Toastmaster International World Headquarters as soon as possible. Submit the new club officer list to Toastmaster International on time. Work with the treasurer to submit your club's semi-annual report and dues to Toastmaster International on time. Provide the club with minutes of each meeting. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Pass the gavel to President Public Relation. Vice President Public Relation, please hold the gavel and step forward. As Club Vice President Public Relation, your responsibilities include attract visitors to the club through free publicity, use a variety of means to promote the club and its members in as many mediums as possible, both online as well as offline. Enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with the promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements, newsletters, emails, and articles that you submit for the district bulletin. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to Club Vice President Membership. Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma, please hold the gavel and step forward. As Club Vice President Membership, your responsibilities include lead the club's membership building efforts, help members with any requirement during this journey, listen to their grievances, and provide emotional support if need to be. While the VP of PR motivates people to visit your club, you motivate the current members to invite guests. Promptly give new member applications and dues up to the secretary and the treasurer. Personally greet guests and provide them with membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmasters and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Given to Vice President Education, Toastmaster Virtual P. As Club Vice President Education, your responsibilities include to gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves, assure that club members are aware of the schedule of meeting roles, plan meetings that will assist members in meetings their individual goals, working with club members to keep meetings fun and well run, ensure all members adopt to pathways, work with your members to ensure that they submit their application for educational awards promptly, represent your club at area and district council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the club president is unavailable. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Club President. As the President of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club, you are the Chief Executive Officer. Thus, you preside at all club meetings and all meetings of the Club Executive Committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulative, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to your commitment is towards fellow club members. As Club Executive Committee, Area Director, Division Director, District 121 leaders, and officers of Toastmaster International Headquarters. I hand this gavel over to you as a symbol of power and authority that your club has given you during your term of office. Please use it wisely and with restraint. Remember, you are a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achievement. Sharing and mutual support. Work with your team members, create a healthy, dynamic club. A club which everyone will be proud. Toastmaster Balaji as member of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club as well as its leader. Will you work with executive committee and your club members to make this a vibrant and a rewarding club this term and help every individual with honesty, loyalty, and empathy? Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji AS. Now I call outgoing President Toastmaster Gaurav. Will you promise me to be around to help and support the incoming club officers in the capacity of immediate past president? However, you will extend your support only when asked for.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Dear members of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club, please rise from your seats. Your officer team has just pledged to serve this club to best of its ability, to the best Toastmaster club possible, and meet the needs of all its members. Your club will need active participation from each member. Do you as members pledge to work together with your officer team to make Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club the finest Toastmaster club it can possibly be? Please respond. We will.
Yes.
Thank you. Be seated. By the authority vested in me as the Area Director of District 121, it is my pleasure to declare these Toastmaster officers installed in their respective offices. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the executive team of Mecon Communication Toastmaster Club for the term July 1, 2023 to December 31, 2023. Take the photo. Members, please congratulate them. With that, I hand over to Toastmaster Vijay, Sindhushree.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Prabhudevan. As someone who did President first and then VP next and then VPM, hopefully someday VPPR, going backwards. I truly appreciated witnessing the installation ceremony at the Mecon, and I speak on behalf of all the members over here. And thank you so much for gracing us today, and congratulations to all the club committee, EXCOM committee members, and wish you all the best. So let's proceed forward with the evening today, and I am pretty sure everyone in this particular club has been witnessing this person's speech for quite some time and you loved the way he spoke and probably laughed at all his jokes, even though they were not good at some times. So irrespective of all that today, let's put aside all the things that we thought about him and give a fresh start to this particular person. So it is my utmost pleasure today to introduce an extraordinary individual who embodies enthusiasm, liveliness, boldness, energy and innovation. That is Toastmaster Balaji. He is our incoming president for Mecon Communication Club Toastmasters. With a remarkable array of accomplishments and an unwavering dedication to personal and professional growth, Balaji has left an indelible mark in various spheres. As the principal at Ajay School of Education, Balaji's visionary leadership and innovative approaches have transformed the learning environment, fostering a culture of excellence and nurturing young minds. Throughout his illustrious career, Balaji has hosted over 700 events, captivating audience with his charismatic presence and remarkable hosting skills. Beyond his professional achievements, Balaji's commitment to personal development is evident in his role as a trainer. He has imparted valuable knowledge and guidance to over 10,000 students, empowering them with essential skills in personality development. In the realm of public speaking, Balaji's exceptional abilities have earned him recognition, achieving the runner-up position at district level evaluation and speech contest that was organized by Toastmasters International. This accolade speaks volumes about his eloquence and mastery of communication. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a huge round of applause, welcome Toastmaster Balaji on the stage.
I am definitely happy today because finally her joke landed. I really don't know, after all that preparation she had done, she just had to do something. That's all. My journey started something very similar with Toastmasters, and you'll definitely be surprised that my journey with Toastmasters started 13 years ago. I was an 18-year-old boy, and when I started my journey with Toastmasters, my college installed CCTV cameras in all the rooms. And when I started my journey with Toastmasters, my center had made it a rule that 2 teachers had to be there when Toastmaster session is going on. And in the first Toastmaster session itself, I had 4 sixers on my cheek. That is what a great entry I got into Toastmasters. So it was a fantastic day. I mean, Toastmasters was introduced for the first time to us, and we all know what happens to people when they're introduced to Toastmasters for the first time. They're lost. And you all don't know what happens to me when I'm lost. I am extremely lost. And something else that I do when I'm extremely lost, I dance. Being an extremely desi boy with absolutely no introduction to the language English, I joined CMS. The only 3 words of English that I actually studied during my entire school life was yes, no, okay. Balaji, did you do your homework? Yes, ma'am. Show me your homework book? No, ma'am. Get out of the class? Okay, ma'am. These are the only 3 words. Somehow I just scraped through the entire school life, because honestly, there were good ones, there were bad ones, and I was the worst one. But when I started off with CMS, I had to continue my legacy of being the rotten apple. Right? I had to continue my legacy of being the most notorious one. The first session of Toastmasters, my seniors came into the class for a demo session. When they came in for a demo session, instead of listening to the demo session, I decided to pick my bag and go for my very famous Nagin dance. And that's when I realized that my center head doesn't just scare us anyway, but actually does it in real. And that is how my beautiful journey with Toastmasters started. I still remember my icebreaker speech. Hey, yo! My name is Balaji. I think you know me. I'm someone full college knows. I really like speaking, and that's why I'm in Toastmasters. I don't know why the green card is not going up. Timer, I think you're too slow. That is exactly how my icebreaker was. That is exactly how I started speaking, because I thought that was speaking. Because I thought there was a certain set of audience that was cheering on for that particular approach. I thought what I was doing was just perfect. And that's when we had an education session. And this education session was by Toastmaster, the very, very famous DJ, Deepak Justin, and a very, very famous Toastmaster, Gaurav. When I sat in that education session and when I understood what Toastmasters had done to them, things changed. After 3 weeks of introductory sessions of Toastmasters came in the 4th week, and 4th week we had elections to choose who is going to be the president of the club. There were 7 roles. Everyone would go for the sergeant. If they wouldn't get selected, they would again contest for the next role. If they wouldn't get selected, they would again come in for the other role. If they wouldn't get selected, they would again come in for another role. But I was the only one who was sitting there, and I had decided I wanted to be the president. And when I went on stage, I really didn't have any hope that I could be the president. I still remember my speech, which said, it's not about you shooting 100 arrows to the board. It's about shooting that one arrow to the center of the board. And that's how boring my speeches were. Unlike this one, which is semi-boring. And I still remember the second speech I gave. It was about get to the point. And when I actually spoke for this topic, I told them, hi, my name is Balaji. I will talk about my life. Evaluator, did I get to the point? That's exactly how I started. And somehow 2 years scraped through, I also took part in humorous speech contest, and when I actually went for the humorous speech contest, I was placed third in the area level contest. Okay, because there were 3 people in the area level contest and they had to give me the third place. They didn't really laugh, but they gave me a trophy, so I came out laughing. What I really understood about Toastmasters in its true sense was at Mecon. When I joined Mecon, it was, first of all, when I came in as a guest, I had my jaw drop. I was like, seriously? I have been the Toastmaster president for almost 1 year and I don't know a meeting can happen like this. The precision, the professionalism, and the way everyone actually respected the speaker behind the lectern by just giving their undivided attention, I was shocked. When I saw this meet, I decided if I'm joining a club, it is going to be Mecon Communication. I didn't even attend another meeting anywhere else. I knew Monday was going to be the most busy day, but I also knew I had to join Mecon. Because I mean, if you're actually putting in the effort, put in a place where you actually can reap benefits, right? When I joined Mecon, I was extremely shocked to receive a call within 2.5 weeks of me joining Mecon, and that was from DTM AKP sir. My bad, I take that back. DTM AKP, because you don't say sir when you've called him DTM already. So I got a call from him, and if I'm not wrong, that call went on for like 50 to 55 minutes. And he gave me some of the most interesting tips about speaking. Mind you, I already come with some kind of a background around public speaking. I've been hosting shows and I've been giving long lectures of 2 hours, 3 hours. But when I spoke to AKP sir, I was like, wow. After I cut the call, I was so confused. Do I have to pay for this? No, I really wanted to message sir, are there like charges for this? And then I had to come back to the club and talk to a few members, and they're like, no, AKP sir actually does add value like this. And I'm like, how is a person got that kind of time for the benefit of someone else without expecting absolutely nothing in return? I was shocked. And then actually came in the competition season. When the competition season came in, I was fairly new to Mecon, and I had to complete like 4 levels in the new pathway that I had chosen. I was just done with 1 speech. And now that I was done with just 1 speech, I thought, you know what, like I have to complete 4 levels and the time on hand is so less. And that's when I met this person named Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy. He asked me a question, Balaji, do you want to contest in this contest? I was like, yes. Yes, please. I did not even have to try. I gave speeches in more than 5 different clubs. And I have to tell you, some of the best clubs in the city. And I also gave a couple of speeches in our club. And within the contest time, if tomorrow is the contest, today I'm uploading documents and approval had to be done. I know Sai Snehal remembers it or not, but it was 10:15 or 10:20 in the night. For almost 2 hours he was there. He's like, you call me, I'm there. You call me, I'm there. And somehow I got it done, and then I took part in the contest. I definitely didn't move forward, but who can ever forget what he did at that point in time? And then there was another contest, and there were a lot of confusions, and every single time I get into a confusion, I directly call Udanka. I'm like, Udanka, see, I'm very lost. However shrewd and narcissistic Udanka might sound, he's the sweetest person out there. Any given point in time, he will help you. Not just that, be it area level contest, division level contest, district level contest. See, he will call you, hey Balaji, where are you? And I'm like, Udanka, I'm on my way. You'll have to be here on time from next time. And the second I go there, I'm like, Udanka, do you need some help? No, you're taking part in contest. You know what? You sit there. I'm like, Udanka, but I'm free. I can help you out. He's like, no, you focus on the contest. And he does everything on his own. To be very, very, very honest, I have been only taking from Mecon. And I don't like the feeling of taking and not giving back. A club with such amazing people, a club that has individuals who are ready to strive hard for the success of another individual. A club that understands that if my neighbor benefits, I grow. A club that is mature enough to understand that it is only we who can achieve and never an I that can achieve. And this 6 months, I have even made my prayers. I'm not going to say who, because no sex, religion and politics. But definitely made my prayers. And I came in, I'm like, God, just see to that Mondays, nothing serious comes up and I make it to every single meeting and stand behind the lectern and give my presidential talk on my own. And that will be my target, because I honestly am not scared. Because when I got introduced to the team, I'm 100% sure the team was scared. Right? So when I already have a team that is scared, what do I have to get scared for? They're already so concerned about holding the flag so high because they have such great examples from the previous team. They have such amazing examples that's already set. Thanks to Shiva's 7 a.m. reports, we had the next secretary forcefully do that at 7 a.m. But somehow we have cut some slack for the new secretary. We have told her, you can send it by 7:05 a.m. So all I have to tell you is I am super excited, and I definitely want to see this 6 months be the best months for me. And it is going to be the best 6 months for me when it's going to be the best 6 months for you. I definitely, by the end of 1 year, I want to see Mecon receive Hall of Fame gold. I definitely wanted to list all the awards, but to be very honest, I think all the awards, you like it, you don't like it, we do it. Hall of Fame gold is something that we will all strive forward for, we will all work towards, and with the team and a club like this, I'm sure everything is possible and will be possible. Thank you so much, and back to the sweetest Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sindhushree.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Balaji. The next term already looks as promising as your speech. And the only regret from this particular session is that I don't get to introduce Balaji as an SA in the upcoming meetings. Probably we can exchange that banter henceforth. Let's see. We forgot to do a very small act earlier. I would like to request Toastmaster Gaurav to give small token of appreciation for our area director, Toastmaster Vijay Prabharaka. Gaurav. We have all heard some really amazing speeches. We have all sat through some really motivation speeches and everything. But we all know what really motivates us, that is snacks. Let us all break for a 10 minutes networking session and come back as soon as the timer calls for us. Thank you so much. We'll just give 1 minute to, okay, the wardrobe and everything is function very well, okay. So let's proceed forward to the most exciting part of the session and my favorite part of the session. But unfortunately, I am very sure I won't get a topic today since I've occupied the stage for quite a long time. So, thank you, Balaji, thank you. So let's proceed forward. Please welcome our table topic master for the evening, a fitness enthusiast, marathon runner, lover of sci-fi and fantasy movies, construction technologist based in Bangalore, and a firm believer in the power of habits. Prepare to be engaged and inspired as he leads us through an exciting session of impromptu speaking. Please welcome Toastmaster Raja with a huge round of applause.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I don't know where you got the introduction for marathon runner. I'm more of a short sprint runner than a marathon. Thanks for adding that anyway. Really a heartfelt thank you to all the old members or the committee members, and congratulations to all the new members. I'm really excited, and the 6 months went so fast, and if I look back for the past 6 months, it's just those fun and joyful moments. So again, thank you everyone for that. So having said that, let's get into the table topics section. The first one, you have been asked to give a TED talk. And what is that idea that you want to share with everyone, and everyone is watching around the world, and what is that idea that you want to share? And this goes to Toastmaster Ramlal.
Paul Buxton said, "The longer I live, the more deeply am I convinced that which makes the difference between one man and another, between the weak and the powerful, between the great and the insignificant, is energy. Invincible determination, a purpose once formed, and then death or victory." Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, he lost his job in 1832, he failed in business in 1834, his sweetheart died in 1836, he suffered a nervous breakdown in 1838, he was defeated for land officer in 1844, he was defeated for Senate in 1849, he was defeated for vice president in 1854, again defeated for Senate in 1856, and in 1860, Abraham Lincoln became the president of the United States of America. To what single quality can we attribute his success? Perhaps perseverance. No one can ever pursue a worthy object steadily and persistently with all the powers of his mind and yet make his life a failure. Focus the rays of the sun in winter and you can kindle a fire with ease. Melt a charge of shot into a bullet and it can be fired through the bodies of 4 men. The giants of the race have been men of concentration, men who have struck sledgehammer blows in one place until they've accomplished their purpose. The successful men of today are men of one overmastering idea, men of one unwavering aim, men of single and intense purpose. Every great man has become great and every successful man has succeeded in proportion as he has confined his past to one particular channel. In nature, we see nothing left to chance, right? The success is as fixed and as sure as the tides of the sea. In all great successes, we can trace the power of concentration, riveting every faculty upon one unwavering aim. Perseverance in the pursuit of an undertaking in spite of every difficulty, trial and tribulation. So if that is true, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing sitting here? Right? Arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. Mr. Tabletop.
Wow. I swear he did not see the question before. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramlal. One of the authors said, when you speak the right words, it modifies your energy. When you speak the right words, it modifies your energy. And that author is Shivaprasad. Let's keep that aside. What are your thoughts on this? On this? What are your thoughts on not Raja becoming an author, but what are your thoughts on when you speak the right words and it modifies your energy? And this goes to Toastmaster U Bhat.
Mr. Tabletop Master, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. In Toastmasters, we learn to use the right word. Words are very powerful, powerful indeed. If you see the history of mankind, whoever it is, all the great people, whether it becomes, we talk about Winston Churchill, we talk about George Bernard Shaw, we talk about Abraham Lincoln, we talk of John F. Kennedy. How did they impress the mankind? What did they do right? All of them were using the right word to express the right idea. Whether John F. Kennedy calling that, don't ask what the country can do for you, what you can do for the country. The play of words between the country and what you can do. Simple power of words, that is what matters. And that is proven time and again by all the orators. If you can see our beloved Prime Minister Modi, every time comes behind lecture, every time speaks behind the people. You can see the kind of the words he uses so carefully, so truthfully, and places it so appropriately that it reaches straight into your heart. That's what makes him so powerful, not only a powerful orator, but so an endearing one. People get motivated, people get, they go to yes, said, in the heart of heart when you speak the right word, the right spirit. So when you use the right word with the right energy, you deliver what you wanted to say. And that is what communication is about. Communication is about what the other person understands your idea. And that is possible by using the right word. So always in Toastmasters, let us try to, that's why we organize or maybe give so much importance to content, because every word counts. And that's what we learn in Toastmasters week after week. And let us continue doing that learning. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM U Bhat. I was reading an article and this came across that one of the top 10 fear of public speaking is actually fear of success, which was a bit strange to me, but there is actually a fear of success where you will go into an uncharted territory, so people are afraid of that. So they undermine their performance. So having said that, one of the top 10 fears in public speaking is actually fear of success. What's your opinion on that? This goes to Toastmaster Ajay.
Mr. Tabletop Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. We all grow up thinking of a dream, right? I used to grow up praying to the one and only true God, which we all can talk about, Sachin Tendulkar. I would really wake up, I had a poster of Sachin Tendulkar next to my bed. I'd wake up, I'd actually go like that, and then start my day. I remember going to my coaching camp. Before I headed out to my coaching camp playing cricket, I would again go down to the one and only true God, Sachin Tendulkar, then head out. But imagine a day where the purpose of your life is met. Let's say, imagine a day in Sachin Tendulkar's life, right? So each of us sitting here are thinking of a way to grow, right? There's a burning desire in each of us to grow. Some financially, some physically, some emotionally. We all want to go reach somewhere. And imagine your wildest dream coming true. Now take a second, truly, your wildest dream. What is it? Like, you don't even have to tell me. Maybe to be a TED Talk speaker, not TEDx, like that's everyone else, but really TED. Maybe to be the world's richest man, maybe to start a company. Imagine a wildest dream has come true. And that is actually a scary thought. Because what will drive you from there? And that is a very real challenge. And do I have the fear of wildly being successful? Perhaps not. I believe I'm still yet to dream as passionately. Once I know that dream, I'll probably chase it. And of all the fears I have, I do think that the fear of being successful is a better one to have. So I don't mind it. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. The last one is, what are some of the public speaking best practices that you want to share with the audience? And every time we come over here behind the lectern, there is always rise in the adrenaline and the heartbeat rises. But there are definitely, and I was listening to one of the interview of a world-class speaker, and he mentioned that it is not going to go away, but rather you will learn how to manage it. Right? So having said that, the next question is, what are some of the public speaking best practices you want to share with the audience? This goes to DTM K Prabharaka.
Mr. Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. There are some rudimentary preparation. If you see, Ajay talked about cricketers, or take the case of Rahul Dravid. Once I had the opportunity to have a look at the photograph of his kit bag. The kit bag, when it was opened, somebody had clicked a photograph from perhaps a distance. He had a checklist as a preparation perhaps for going into the match. And he made a statement subsequently in some other interview. He says every time he packs up with the gloves on and goes to the pitch, it's a very humbling experience. The lecture is like that for a Toastmaster. One of the best tips I can give is count the number of times you are behind the lecture. It is like, I always keep telling this, that a pilot's experience is expressed in number of hours he flies, and a Toastmaster's experience is in number of lectern hours. Basic funda, let's say fundamental, it's difficult because it is funda and it's mental. And it is that Toastmasters principle is based on study action feedback, SAF. You study the material, take the action in terms of drafting a speech. Today the facilities are available in very, very simple way. PDF is available for each of the speech that you are going to make. And if you draft, put that paper, that kind of entry into the laptop, you get more or less the broad lines of the speech itself. So tutorials are available online for each of these speeches. And the action portion is that, then you send the draft to the mentor and get their feedback. Then you make the preparation. That preparation is the one that I'm going to talk in terms of the tip. The first thing that I talk today is to our Associate Sergeant at Arms. I was telling him, you have to ensure how to increase the volume of your voice. It is that, say, Ravish Kumar, he is distracted right now, right? He was seeing the WhatsApp, whatever, and I address it to him. But he should be able to listen across. Are you able to listen to me? Yeah. Because now I have drawn his attention. So you have to move around to see that who is listening, who is not. And this comes from a little bit of experience. The best way is not only your prepared speech, once it is drafted, once it is accepted by the mentor, then what I do, I just impart it to you. I run the speech in my brain first. Then I bring it to my tongue level without sound. That's called sub-vocalizing. And then I lie, this previous night itself I'll run it, and how I run it is lying on my back. Next day morning, first I do when I wake up is do the same stuff and I'll sub-vocalize the entire speech by my image. Then I speak without sound on my lips. Then I come outside. After the routine task of the morning, I release the speech directly in front of my dining table. See, these are the several layers that you will have gone through. And one of the tips that is given is you draft your speech, then speak. Then you are in trouble because you have to stick to what you have written. So what you need to do is that first speak, then write the draft of the speech. It's easier because the words are easy to remember because it has come from within. So these are the process of internalizing your speech, and the principle is based on rise, because you will respect with integrity if you talk, with a service motivation, and goal should be excellence. Then you should be able to successfully transfer what audience want to listen to. It's a speech is a product. No, never forget that. That product you will be able to sell if you are able to guess what is your ability, what audience wants, and you have fitted the speech to the occasion. These are the minimum number. I can go on, as he said, 55 minutes. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, DTM K Prabharaka. We are at the end of the table topic section, and back to you, Master of Ceremonies, and I will try to do some marathon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja, for such an amazing session. And we got to hear from some really amazing speakers about a lot of tips and tricks on how to overcome your fear of public speaking, how to share your ideas, and clearly I don't have anything more to add because I'm not there yet. So let's proceed forward for the session today, and the most anticipating session again, because the VPPR has been clearly waiting for this for quite some time, since the beginning of the meeting, I'm very sure. So, but let's just give him a little bit of hype here and there and encourage him. It's my greatest pleasure to introduce the talented VPPR of the Mecon Communication Club. He's an MCom graduate from Jain University. I hope you studied there. And currently pursuing the prestigious US Certified Public Accountant qualification. Beyond his academic pursuits, our VPPR is a passionate quizzer, engaging in the thrilling world of trivia and knowledge. Never got to see that side of you, but okay. His ability to captivate an audience with humor and wit is a testament to his exceptional communication skills and charismatic stage presence. Every one of us can say that he's very witty and humorous. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters, please welcome Toastmaster Shivaprasad on stage with a huge round of applause to release the new set of officer.
Sindhushree for that wonderful introduction. The only doubt I have is if she only wrote that. Very good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. It's been a pleasure serving as the Vice President of Public Relations for the club for the past 6 months, and I believe that I got truly an opportunity to express myself through the club's social media. As somebody who hardly posts on his own Instagram, I was given the task of posting week after week on the club's Instagram, Facebook group, Facebook page, and on WhatsApp. And the results of that, you heard it from Gaurav. And I have a few people to thank for that. Right, starting off with the previous Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Bhavani, who's not a member now, but I believe the posters that I made were of the foundation that she put. Right? And the next person I want to thank is our default VPPR, Toastmaster Sai Snail. Over the 6 months, I have looked up to him as a authority figure. Right? If Sai is okay with it, then the club is also okay with it. And the third and the last person I want to thank is the newly elected District Public Relations Manager, DTM Udank. There was a bit of a crisis in between. Long story short, I was about to lose everything that I had created, and Udanka stepped in. Even he didn't have a clue what to do, but he persisted, and finally the problem was resolved and everything was able to come back. And I want to thank all these people because of their help, I was able to clearly express myself. Right? And I believe that the role of a VPPR is to express yourself, nothing more than that. you showcase your individuality by bringing out the commonality that exists in your club. I feel there is no better way to put it, right? And speaking of expressing yourself, we have a quarterly newsletter in our club, which happens to be titled Expressions. And unlike the previous quarterly newsletter, this time it was definitely not a one-man job. I had a team backing me, and I want to thank them immensely. I want to acknowledge their contribution, starting with Toastmasters Sharanye, helping with the design and the articles. Toastmaster Lakshmi, editing the articles. I believe I have exploited her services. And finally, Toastmaster Ujjwal and Toastmaster Pavani for gathering all the information necessary for the newsletter. With all that being done, it is finally time to release the quarterly newsletter, and I'd like to welcome a few dignitaries on stage to help me do that. Starting off with the outgoing president, Toastmaster Gaurav. Club mentor, DTM Ramlal. DTM K Prabharaka. And DTM once again to all the dignitaries, and it would not be an overstatement if I said a lot of thought and effort has gone into the making of this newsletter, and I request all the members to go through it once, just glance through it if you have the time. I'm sure, and a couple of days later you will also be provided the soft copy, and I'm sure it has something for everyone to take back home. With that, I'll hand the charge back to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shiva, for such a beautiful newsletter. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I'm pretty sure it turned out really well, because I got a follow-up message every morning, evening, night, afternoon about submitting my article. I'm sure it would have turned out great. Thank you so much, and thanks to the entire team for supporting our VPPR in this particular activity. Please give a huge round of applause to the team and that. So, before we proceed forward to the next particular session, I have a very small, easy question. I would like to request everyone to equally participate and try to answer it. So the question is, who knows everything and yet remains silent? The question is, who knows everything and yet remains silent? I'll give you a small hint. The hint is, it starts with the letter G. The word starts with the letter G. Google. As Sharanye and sorry Ajay, the majority is actually Gaurav and the answer is Gaurav. Unfortunately not AKP sir, but I thank for the participation. Just like this particular joke or this particular question about how poor joke it was, and a lot of people laughed at it. Similarly, Gaurav's humor has also been bad throughout the term. Just kidding, just kidding. Don't take it seriously, Gaurav. We still love you. With his sharp wit and ability, he can bring smiles to people's faces. Gaurav is not only a reliable and trustworthy person, but he's a very true friend. Not just Sai's, but everyone else over here. And in addition to his charismatic personality, Gaurav is known for his smart and hardworking nature, as scouted by our Toastmaster Sharanye. And he tackles every challenge with grace and determination to achieve a particular set of goals and become successful. please welcome the outgoing president of Mecon for one last time. Gaurav, please don't cry. To announce the best performance of the club and hand over the respective awards.
Well, in the beginning, I told our club won many awards. But in club, there are many members who won our arts by participating week after week, taking up roles and winning few awards. So I like to, with the help of Toastmaster Pavni, I like to recognize the members with a token of appreciation. So I'll be starting off with the winners of the month. The best Toastmaster for the month January goes to Toastmaster Pavni here. Someone stand. Best Toastmaster for the month February goes to DTM Odang. The best Toastmaster for the month March goes to Toastmaster Sharanye. The best Toastmaster for the month April goes to Toastmaster Lakshmi. The best Toastmaster for the month May goes to Toastmaster Sanjana Prabharaka. The best Toastmaster for the month June goes to Toastmaster Shiva. Coming to the maximum role takers for MTG, has taken maximum roles of MC, table topping master, and generally valiant. It goes to Toastmaster Pavni C. The best role taker the maximum role takers tab G. It goes to Toastmaster Shivaprasad. The best role taker MTG. It's a tie between Toastmaster Sharanye and Toastmaster Lakshmi. The best role taker tab G. It's a tie between Toastmaster Sharanye and Toastmaster Pavni once again. The best table topic speaker for the term. It goes to distinguished Toastmaster K Prabharaka.
My name should come first.
The best evaluator. It's again a tie between Toastmaster Shiva and Toastmaster Lakshmi. the best speaker for the term, it goes to Toastmaster Shivaprasad. The best newcomer for the term, it goes to Toastmaster Sindhushree. Last but not the least, the best Toastmaster for the term has been taking consistent roles week after week. It goes to Toastmaster Shivaprasad once again. Yeah, that is all as the outgoing president from my end. Congratulations to all the winners. Without you guys, this club wouldn't have achieved what you have achieved. Thank you, and back to the master.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Gaurav? Thank you, Gaurav. I'm glad you didn't cry and didn't shed the tears of pride after seeing or giving awards for all the good members of the Mecon Communication Club. And looking forward to see you be part of meetings and take up more roles in the meetings apart from being the one and only role. And I hope you ease the burden of our VP Education as well by taking up more roles in the meetings. And thank you so much for all the service that you have rendered to the club. And when I speak, I think I speak on behalf of all of them here. Your presidential address was also kind of fun and nice at times. But apart from that, I'm very sure everyone thoroughly enjoyed, and thank you so much. And thank you, please everyone give a huge round of applause for him again. With that, we have come to the end of the session, and thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. And here and there, thank you for laughing at all my jokes. And hopefully, and the next time I come, I speak a bit slow, and you get to hear to all the things that I speak over here. And apart from that, really glad to be here. And at last, I would like to welcome the incoming president of the Mecon Communications Club. Kaha hum, kaha tum, wherever you are, I can hear you. Toastmaster Balaji, please welcome.
That's a lot of talk for a newcomer. But anyway, I mean, that's what Mecon does to you. I think I'm going to take just another 15 minutes for this particular story of mine. This could be called the world's cutest and shortest story. Ground floor is where the dinner is. Let's go. And let's have a great meal together, and definitely let's have great meetings together. You're all here against all odds. It was raining cats and dogs, right? Even before I saw the girl that I was going to marry, even before I saw the girl who I'm married to now, even before my father saw this particular girl, he decided I have to get married to her. Why? It was raining. And it is a very, very shubh shakun in his thought. And it rained before this installation ceremony. It stopped a lot of people from getting to this meet, but I'm sure the ones who have got into this meet will make the club what it is over and over again. Thank you, and dinner time. I hereby close the meeting.